Card shops are one of the biggest aspects of the sports card hobby, and today we're going to be visiting Mark's Card Shop that opened in 2021 during COVID. He's going to talk about how he struggled a little bit, improvements that he's made, and all the different things that he's learned along the way. Welcome to Mark's Card Shop. When you decide to price something at shop, are you usually like going right off of eBay? Are you going a little over eBay? If it's something like a local team like that Velus Jones there, are you like, okay, we could stick at that a little higher just because someone locally may want that? How do you decide how to price stuff here?
Perception's usually reality, and like with the Velus, or anything Chicago, it's always like, come on man, I know you can make another 10-15% on this, and it's usually like, well dude, let's be real here. Kids, adults, people are getting sharper with how they price things out. So they're coming in prepared.
Yeah.
So they're gonna see the Velus sold for 10 plus 5 ship, 2 separate times. One of them was 14 plus 3 ship. But for the most part, we know it's a $15 card. We buy more Chicago, but we don't really get the price advantage I think some people think you might get.
Yeah, because people, I feel like, would come in here and be like, all right, I'm looking for this. And if it's like a mom that's like, all right, my son loves Justin Fields, I'm gonna probably get price gouged. But usually it's like, if you guys sticker it near market, a little over market, maybe you'll get a little bit more, but also you're paying tax on that. You're doing...
Exactly, and that's one unique thing we do, and I love to explain this to people, that's tax included. So
Yeah.
We're in the state of Illinois, they charge 8% for their sales tax.
Yeah.
So I get really good with these, that's 3704.
Yeah.
We're 40, that's 4630.
Wow.
20 flat, 1852, 1111, 1389. So I just know these by heart, and when you have enough kids come at you and it's like, here's my $20 bill for my $20 card. When I first started, I was like, 2160, and you just see their whole demeanor change. I don't want that to happen. I try and explain to kids about taxes and what's involved in my costs on my end, especially when we're negotiating. Adults usually get it, but even adults in hobby shop culture, cash, it's like, sure, but
Yeah.
I'm still gonna run it through the register. You know, that's how I do things.
Yeah.
And that's because I don't want to worry about anything else. I want to worry about growing my business.
Yeah.
Every price in here is tax is included outside of our consignment. We have our consignment against the wall. We got 3 wall units and the consignment case over there. And really, that's the only thing we add tax on. But even those are still negotiable.
When did you and how did you decide to put that consignment case in, the one down here? You got 1, 2 more, so you got 3 on the wall, and then that one down there. Why'd you decide? How did you decide? What do you charge for people like that? How does that work?
Let's chat about it. I will tell you the big reason that we got into consignment. It was for 2 reasons. One, the community aspect. I thought it'd be really cool to add that stickiness to the shop. Everyone has a little row. It becomes a lifestyle. People come in, they say, hey Mark, can I get the keys? Can I get the gun? No problem. That's why we have 7 of these now. They go do their thing. It's their little slice of heaven, their little bit of real estate. You will get kicked out after the first day if you put a Patrick Williams silver for $300 when it's 30.
Yeah.
You will be kicked out the next day.
So price things. You got to price things accordingly.
That has definitely happened. The 10X is not going to fly here, but mistakes happen. I'm even teaching the consignor sometimes about how I look at things. We're a community. You gotta be consistent, at least with not going way above comps where people are just like, this guy's in outer space. $300 for a Patrick Williams silver, when at the time it was worth 30, which still seems crazy.
Did that actually happen, or?
1,000%. That person knows who they are, and that's why I booted on that for the first day. So it is what it is. That person also owes me 4 slabs. They never actually came through on that. I forget, because that's the only person who's ever done that.
Oh.
But it's all good. It's all good. Hey, what's up, dude? How's it going?
What's up?
Dave's one of our contacts. How do you like the consignment? You want to do impromptu? He's a comedian by trade, so.
Ooh.
Tell us, how do you like the consignment experience?
What is the consignment? Tell me a little bit about the consignment experience here.
Oh, I love it. He's very, Mark's very one-on-one with everybody. He gets to know you even on a personal level.
Yeah.
So he's a very good people person, and he knows his stuff. He's very educated on all those things.
Thank you.
It's almost like a walking, talking Google.
Do you choose to do the consignment because then you don't have to list all this on eBay and go about the shipping and go about that? Is it just easier for you? Is that why you do that?
Yeah. Plus, there's a lot of scams out there.
Yeah.
All that kind of stuff. So it's
Lost in the mail.
Like he'll research the stuff right here and now. On certain things, stuff like that. But when you go out there on eBay, like you'll get a lot of scams. I've been scammed a couple times on eBay. He's not gonna cheat you. He's not gonna scam you or anything like that. He'll look up the facts.
Yeah.
He's a really factual person.
One thing we do, again, for the experience, because it all drives down to the experiences,
Yeah.
we'll throw the mat down when someone buys a pack. We provide the sleeves and the top loaders for free.
Yeah.
And that was just because, like, I see dads coming in at lunch in their business suit. They want to rip a pack. They don't have sleeves and top loaders on them.
Yeah.
The kids biking after school, they might have remembered to bring their case. They might not have. It doesn't matter, though. You're always taken care of. Or even people that are new to the hobby. They have no clue that you should even use this stuff. It's an introduction into how to protect your stuff.
Yeah.
And it's just a nice touch. I've always wanted that as a consumer, and that's why I'm doing it since day one. We've been doing it that way. For me, it's the experience. Sometimes that means you take a slight loss to ensure someone walks out. The best feeling I get is when that door is opening and they're leaving and they don't realize I can still hear them. Because the audio funnels right back in, and they're just like, "Oh, that was awesome!" And like this is the coolest place. Like that, literally is the best.
Yeah.
You can't substitute that. This business gives me so much, and one day I think it'll give me that last piece, that financial aspect. I think there's a lot of misconceptions with hobby shops and like how much money hobby shops make. I know some are doing really well, and it's timings, a lot of it. Like, I opened the shop in 2021, which is really hard time to open the shop. The market was peaking and it was about to downslide. But it wasn't like, I protected myself by trying to buy, like by lowering my target price range and saying, I don't want to buy the $800 card anymore. But like, you couldn't protect those $250 cards from dropping from $250 to $150. Like, this stuff's, it was inevitably happening. And then we still had to keep buying. We still had to keep the doors open and keep pushing forward. Now I feel like we're in a much healthier spot. One thing we're actually actively working on is a remodel of the shop. So one thing I want to do is open up space a little more, condense this down, say 6 to 12 inches, get rid of this chair. You can tighten this up. We have a lot of room back here. Then get rid of the black tables.
Okay.
We are looking at some like low profile glass cases that actually vertically stack on a diagonal.
Ooh.
And then the door slides. So you can see everything. Unlike this, they're not lie flat. They're kind of like on a 45-degree angle. And 2 of those there, they're only 18 inches deep.
Okay.
So that would provide more room on this side and this side. Then another case over there. What would I fill these cases with? I would do ancillary sports, F1, UFC, WWE, soccer, hockey, things we get asked about. We have bargain bins for, but we don't have like a $30,
Lewis Hamilton,
or a $40, Tony Ferguson, whatever, Zebra, whoever's looking for that. And then vintage on this side, because one other consideration, again, with how we run this shop, sometimes someone wants to see a card in consignment. That means the person who's running retail has to go get it.
Yeah.
So it's a little challenging. Vintage, ancillary sports, they're not asked about as much as major stuff. And let's be real, most of the action is happening right here.
Yeah.
It's kids, families, adults, buy, sell, trade, major sports. And so we want to get back to what we had it at about a month ago, which was NFL in this case only. MLB on this half case, and NBA on this half case.
Yeah.
Getting a couple of vintage cases over there, getting an ancillary sport case over there. Let's see all the other stuff everyone else wants to see. And then of course, we have to have our Pokemon. We don't just sell boxes of Pokemon. We have a community of Pokemon people that come into this shop. I know more Pokemon than I did a year ago. And 2 years ago, I really didn't know much, because I was just picking this stuff back up from when I was a kid. But we hire people that know what they're doing.
For Pokemon, because
Yes.
you probably have learned a lot more, but at the same time, you don't know the nitty gritty of, I don't know, I'm like Charizard, Pikachu, Squirtle. I remember the ones when I was a kid playing the DS game.
Of course.
But that's about it. I don't know the new ones and like all these different arts going on, and I know that there's not like numbered cards and stuff, but it's all about condition, has been played with, has been this. There's a lot that goes into it. What do you think like the biggest thing you've taken from Pokemon since you opened the shop?
I think it's the Pokemon collectors have the same, if not more, passion than sports cars collectors. And you know how deep that goes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an unbelievable community. That's why I would never just sell the boxes. People come in here, they see a full case of Altards, Charizards, Golds, Rainbow Rares, vintage base set 2, first edition, Neo, whatever. Like, they're looking at this like, man, these guys know what they're doing.
Yeah.
They're not just trying to peddle boxes on us.
Yeah.
You know, they care about, we have our Pokemon trade night tonight. This is the 24th straight month we've done it. We missed it one time. You know, we're giving away packs, we're doing pizza, we do all of it. This is how you learn. You get involved in the community, and these people will, and I say these people for lack of a better way of saying it, they'll come in and explain this stuff to me. We have vintage dollar, we have regular dollar, hollows, and reverses, and then we have 2 to 10. This will be like, you know, GXs, just pull out a GX. This will be EX.
There's graded stuff down here too. I see, like, it's just a variety.
Pokemon is at least 25% of our sales, inching up to 30% of our
Wow.
sales. And we're talking about one case, and usually a quarter of our shelf, maybe an eighth of our shelf.
Ooh.
Sure. Walter Payton commemorative card set. That's a great question. You know what I would have done when I was a kid? I probably just would have opened it, you know, and then asked, and been like, wait a second, I should have done that. We'll research that and figure out what to do with that. See a Griffey 89 Upper Deck rookie. This one is one where you'd want to look at it for possibly grading, because in itself it has value. You know, $40 at least, I would think, in the condition it's in. I'd have to take it out to see if the yellowing is from the top loader or if it's anything's wrong with the surface of the card. Then it looks like you got some old school. This is Apprecio for the Sox, and then Nelson Fox and 52 Bowman. So yeah, like these things are great. These will always sell, and regardless of condition, but to determine the value, we have to look at the condition.
Get them graded?
Yeah, you could get them graded. I could tell you what they're worth in their raw form. This one looks pretty well centered, so this is something that maybe we enlist some help here. Nick, what do you think?
We could
gradable.
I say what we do. We could look at the PSA ones, compare it to like a 7 or 8, and see. All right, if you did grade this, is it worth it with the grading fees in it? If you're okay with
What's
that.
the grading fee will cost?
So right now, it's about a 3-month turnaround. It's $22.
Have you ever
Legend.
sold any of these? No.
I haven't. I actually haven't seen that now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is old.
Yeah, it appears that way. It was, 88? That's when I was born.
Oh.
So. Yeah, definitely old. It's like me. Yeah, so what you guys trying to do with this? Are you trying to sell it, trade it? You trying to just get a valuation? I mean, I could make an offer on these. I would say this one, you said it had a
little like crease right here by his ear. But I thought it was probably a PSA 5 or 6 with that.
Cool.
So it's not a car that's worth grading.
Sure.
But the raw condition always do $35 to $50.
What would you offer?
I would offer $30 on it to make $10 at $40.
Cool.
Sell it off to your.
So I could do 30 on this, and then do another 30 for this pair.
Okay.
Make it 60 cash if you want to do that.
We're looking for Chet.
Chat. Okay.
Okay. So Chet signs this. Mikey Williams is also in here, and then Shaden Sharp.
Ooh.
Chet is the
He's the chase. Okay. Ooh, first card, Mikey Williams.
Mikey Williams. There you go.
Nice.
Chet has a couple poses.
Mikey.
One where he's like flexing,
Yeah.
and the other one's like a shot. But the one where he's flexing is he has an auto. So
Ooh, okay. Johnny Davis. I think he went to Wisconsin. KJ Adams. Nuggets legend. Christian Braun.
Christian Lander.
Ooh.
let's see it.
The auto.
You got the auto?
Yeah, man.
No.
99.
Second one. 2 in a row.
Harper Jr.
Ooh.
Hot right now, man.
Man, save some for the rest of us.
So Matt's one of our wonderful employees here. Unfortunately, we'll be losing him in 2 weeks, going back to school.
Oh.
You know, he's done a great job beginning the process of like getting our back room more in order, getting things listed on eBay that need to be listed on eBay. We're working a little bit with Ludex and trying to figure out, you know, that whole, hey, everyone wants to figure it out. How do you make eBaying easier? You know, Ludex app.
Nice.
So, yeah, it's a work in progress though, because he's kind of double tasked here. He has to build out bins. This entire bottom row is all unprocessed.
Okay.
So that whole thing is full of vintage, that tote.
Oh, wow.
And so we're putting them out in bins, and then this is all modern, sorted. $1+ cards.
Nice.
So it's a bear, but like this is where we keep our bins restocked. People might think we're relying on a collection, like we don't. We're every day we're putting in a 1% more new inventory, and constantly 1% or 2% is coming out. So it's just this constant wheel. I know it can be better, but that's what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
We used to do a lot more breaks, so we had this like a letterboard thing where it was easy for sorting. We haven't been doing as much breaks. That's another conundrum. It's like product for breaks. It's tough to come by, and if you don't have a really solid repack, like congrats, I seen your repacks.
Thank you, appreciate
They're looking
it.
really nice. You don't have that. What are you going to go live with? The dollar auctions or, you know, themed vintage auction, that works, but you got to be consistent. So we haven't gone back into that, and until we do it, we're going to do it in a meaningful way when we get back into it.
How do you basically figure out, all right, this is someone that I want to bring on to hire? Is it a lot younger kids in high school? Is it older people? Like, are you looking for certain traits? Are you, all right, he's got a lot of card knowledge. I know you said you got a lot of Pokemon knowledge. Like, what are you looking for?
Yeah. You know, at first we didn't need just a Pokemon guy, you know, but now it's come to that where I think it can add to the experience, so we went and got that. I want to be friends with my employees. I want to have everyone have a good time. We offer free drinks. I'll offer occasional lunch, bonus packs, all that. And we really just pay them a fair wage. You know, that's like the main thing. It's all the books. Like, I look at this as how, like, I want to scale this up one day. I want to have multiple units. I can see this thriving in other downtowns in suburban Chicago. That ends up being the vision, and it has to be set up the right way. And that's why we're setting it up the right way.
Can't start it the wrong way now and then go fix it all down the line.
Right. It's like I'm technically the only full-time employee at Market Card Shop.
Yeah.
Everyone is part-time, 15, 20 hours a week.
Yeah.
You know, and then some people get in a little higher than that, 25, 30, 35, especially the retail guys, if they're running the store. But yeah, it's not easy. It's your applicant pool, mine being high school, college, early 20s, eventually, man. I really do feel like we could get someone in here, more experience, that can manage the store, so that I could go try and grow the other store, grow the brand.
I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Stopping at Mark's, thank you so much for having us in. I think that we could definitely come back and do some more stuff here if you guys are okay with it. If you guys like the content, please leave a like, subscribe, let us know what we should do next time. Thanks again, Mark. Really appreciate it.
Thank you guys. I would love for you to come back when we get the new cases in, see the remodel of the shop.
Yeah.
Love for that. So,
Awesome.
and if there's any specific questions, yeah, throw them in the comments.
Throw them in the comments. Mark, I'll either shoot them to Mark or he'll respond to them, or we'll figure out something to be able to get to you guys.
Let's do it on the next video, man.
Yes.
I'd love to do more.
Yes, appreciate it.
Thanks. Appreciate it, Nick.